Once a year, long columns of wildebeest converge on the banks of the River Mara and gather there in huge herds. This is known as the Great Migration. With one shared impulse, the animals all move on with the rains in search of grazing and water.
The most interesting moment for a photographer is when they all mass together by the River Mara and then cross it. All the dust is really good for creating an atmosphere and giving that impression that some photos have of being a painting. So we're both busy, one on the roof, for example, the other at the door, and we're probably feeling quite nervous.
That's it, they're all nicely lined up. I've got a square shot here. You like square shots, don't you? Then straight ahead. There's the flight.
Is it a flight of storks?
Yeah. These are flocks of storks that move around from plane to plane looking for food. They must be having a bit of a hard time at the moment because it's really dry. There aren't many insects or little frogs, all the animals that they usually feed on. But the main body of them aren't landing. It's a pity. What would have been nice would have been a fire, like we had that other time.
But there isn't one.
There's no fire.
The storks take advantage of the natural bushfires to feed on all the insects sent up by the flames. The fire then serves as a filter that gives an impressionistic look to the photographs. All over the Masai Mara are airfields that ferry tourists to and from the lodges. Our two photographers often get the planes to deliver them their parcels of fresh food supplies from Nairobi. But today, Michel has booked Richard's plane for a different purpose. To take aerial photographs, you have to have a plane with high wings so the photographer can take plunging shots. The doors have to be taken off to give the steepest possible viewing angle.
Aerial photography gives you another angle on how you understand animals. But it's not so much animals, because in fact, when you take aerial photos, you're not really photographing animals, you're photographing animals in their environment. We don't ever take aerial shots in order to photograph the behavior of lions. It's more to show the great herds and their environment. Or to show a big hippo pool, somewhere where the hippos are concentrated together, with a nice view of the river, and all seen from above. Now that's really nice.
Christine and Michel's many years of experience have enabled them to categorize by both season and species the areas that interest them most. The area here around Double Gorge is a good place for leopards, the most secretive of all the big cats.
Leopards are always a bit of a challenge for us. It's not easy to take a good photo of leopards. You've got to find them first of all, then you have to keep them in sight for quite a few hours if you want a bit of action. So we spend loads of time with them.
It's a magnificent animal, the absolute essence of power, beauty and energy. The way it carries itself is absolutely gorgeous. He's right in among the black rocks, not bad. Jump, jump, jump. That's it. Go on. Up, 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 up. Go on. In the fork. Very good.
Well, really, I think we're so attached to leopards because we spend so much time trying to follow them. It's an animal that can hide anywhere, can slip through anywhere. You can lose him if you so much as blink. And if he decides he's off, you can just lose him. He can hide out in a creek bed, he can hide in a thicket. He can even get right in among the branches of a tree so you can't see him.
The leopard tends to store its prey up in trees, out of harm's way.
Are you taking the position?
Yes, let's get a GPS reading, because that's...
These trees all look the same.
Around here they all look the same. Mark it, there, enter. Okay, I've GPS'd it.
I'll wipe the last card.
You wiping the last card? Right, let's go.